Hello there, Miss Jackie Russell, and it's October. And now we're going to do October looks, and I'm bringing you a new look, so to speak, from Laura Geller today. Yeah, I'm going to start off the October makeup looks with Laura Geller. And this is a real natural look, and it's using her baked powders that she, does in her shop, so to speak, online. She has all kinds of makeup, and I started off with her primer, and this is the Laura Geller Speckle Skin Perfecting Primer. And hey, I forgot to welcome you to my channel. This is Miss Jackie Russell, and I do makeup looks. I do some unboxings of beauty and lifestyle. I also do Mask Mondays, and in that Mask Monday, I'm doing a devotional called Beauty Inside and Out. So be sure and be on the lookout for that on Mondays. And I may bring some more little things, little tidbits about Jesus on Sunday, maybe Wednesday, I don't know. But anyways, that's something that I'm going to kind of be rolling in, so be on the lookout for it. If you like beauty and lifestyle, Fabfitfun, BoxyCharm, those type of things, and makeup looks, and also show beauty, like beauty products that are sent to me. And let's see, what else do? I just do a whole bunch of things. I guess I'm just kind of like a jack all or Jane of all trades, so to speak. But anyways, that's another story. I guess I could say Jack of all trades with Miss Jackie Russell being my nickname. My name's Vicky, but I go by Miss Jackie Russell. Anyways, welcome to my channel. Consider subscribing, hit that notification bell, and you'll know my next video. And we all like the thumbs up. Okay, that's enough introduction. Okay, I just told you I used the Laura Geller primer, and it's a Hydrate Moisturizer Replenish. And this is a really nice moisturizer. I am going to show you what it looks like. And it smooths on really good, and this really preps your skin for the baked foundation. That's right, it's powder foundation. You apply it with the Laura Geller retractable kabuki brush, which she uses for her foundation, and I use for mine. And let's see, my foundation is medium, and it's baked, balanced, and brightened. So it's going to do all those things. And this is real simple to use. You just kind of put it around like that, and then you just add on. And I'm telling you, you can add and make your color more and more by just adding more foundation on. And I really like this. This is really great if you've done what I've done sometimes, and you went to bed with your makeup on, and you might need to refresh your foundation, but you don't want to put liquid foundation all over you. This is perfect for that. So there's a tip for that with Laura Geller. Now, I also used Laura Geller Baked Blush and Bronze, and this is Tawny Bronze, and that's what it is. And you can see it's very bronzy. And I did bring my brush in here, and I usually use this brush with my wet foundations, but I just want to show you how you can put it on. And you can see right here where I kind of hit too far over, and I almost got a square there, so I don't know if I can buff that out or not, but that's what I did by accident. But you can see it actually puts on color, and you can bronze with it too if you want it to be underneath, which I did, and I used it up here as well. Now, I also have the Laura Geller Baked, and this is the Baked Body Frosting Face and Body Glow. So yeah, I put this on as well. And you can just glow it up a little bit, and you can put this all over. And if you want your body to kind of shine a little bit, you can even put this on your body and shine it up. So it's a very good, I guess they call it Roman holiday, but it's a face and body glow powder. Okay, those are all my baked products. Now, I did bring in the Laura Geller, and this is Practical Pink, and this is her blush that's kind of more liquid. I did not use this today, but you just pump it up and then they'll come liquid out of there. I can barely see that, so I'm wondering if I really need to pump this up. I haven't used it in a while. Maybe it dried out. You can see it's getting pinker and pinker though as I'm pumping. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm going to pump it a little more and then I'm going to try it again. Okay, there you go. Now we can see it. Now what I'm going to do so you can see it is I'm going to pump it on here just a little bit. Adding a little bit more, and I wanted y'all to see this because I did not put this on before. But I want to show the color, and then you can blend it out with your blush brush. So now I have more of a pinkish hue on the sides. And I try to go up with my blush, lifting my face up. And sometimes I might get a little bit too much, but I just never worry about it. If I look like a clown, well, then you got a big laugh, and so does somebody else. And that's okay with me. I want to make you happy. All right. Now, my eyes. I went straight from foundation to blush and a little bit of highlighter, and I passed up the eyes. Well, I used a Laura Geller palette, and I used the Laura Geller Essentials Candy Cravings. And this too has a face palette. Now I'll admit that I did put a little bit of this blush on and a little bit of that highlighter on top as well. But on my colors, I use that white for my base all over, which is kind of a cream color way over here. Then I used this light purple all over. Then I went over it with that kind of like a shiny purple. I guess it's a shimmer. And then in my crease, I went with this brown in my crease. And I put a little bit of the other brown in there and on my lid. And I came across my lid with this again and with this one. This one right here. And then in the very corners of my eye, I have this one down here. So I've kind of got that blended from in and over just a little bit on both sides. And I have that down in the corners. And then I use that, the white and then the pinkish color or the purple colors on top. Now, I did use a Estee Lauder liner. I don't have any liners from Laura Geller. So I use the violet with Estee Lauder. It's double wear and it's Night Violet. And this is a very pretty purple. I'm putting it right by that blush. And then I've got that going insides and halfway over and to the end. And then I wanted a more defined purple line, so I went in with my Okaline. And that's what this is, Okaline. And I did more of a detailed and a little bit, you can see right there, the tip coming out. I don't know that you can see it on this other side. I think it got covered up when I was doing foundation. But anyway, now it's there. My problem with that is on this side over here, it seems like I can't do as good with this. So I always mess it up. But, eyeshadow can cover up a lot of things, and that's what happens. Okay, now I did use the Lancome white, and I have that in my waterline, and I have it all the way to the inside, and then halfway on each side. Again, I use that to brighten up my eyes. And then I went and found my Laura Geller mascara. So this is pretty much focused on Laura Geller. And it can give you that natural look, that natural glow. And this is what her wand looks like. And you can see that it's kind of flat and then goes rounded. So I'm going to extend them some more. See how it does for extension. Some mascaras do better than others for when you add or lift or increase than others. You can see it really pulled out on this side. My lashes are longer on that side. But even this other side over here pulled out. I think I have fewer lashes right through here. And I just think in general they're not as long on that side as they are on this side. So I mean, I don't know how you fix that. I am using that PrimeLash lengthening, and it's definitely lengthened and strengthened my eyelashes. So if you're interested in that, I highly recommend it. It's Prime Pro Medics Prime Lash Serum. It's about $42, and you can get 15% off of that with Miss Jackie Russell, and that's all you got to put in, Miss Jackie Russell. You'll get 15%. After I put on all my makeup and everything, I did use the Skin Food. This is a Korean powder. It's a coconut powder, and it's called Skin Food, made in Korea, and this is very good, the Skin Food company. I like it because it works well and it smells good, and it's food for my skin. Okay, after that, I spritz my face with some Airbrush by Charlotte Tilbury, which I'm going to have to buy some more, but I still have a little. And then I've really been enjoying the Mario. And the Mario is a great highlighter. Where's my little brush at? You just dab on a little bit, and it just highlights any place where you might want to highlight. So maybe I'll highlight a little bit up there. But anyway, you can really get that glow going. And I got this out of BoxyCharm, very good. Now, my eyebrows, I used Anastasia Beverly Hills. And before I did that, I used my Charlotte Tilbury brow. And this is a clear brow, as you can see. And you can just sweep across there and sweep your eyebrows, and it's clear, and it keeps them in place. Or moves them out, like I just did. But anyway, the point is to put them in place. So, and I've already done that, so I don't even know if you can add more to it, but anyway, that's what I did. It's called the Brow Fix by Charlotte Tilbury. Okay. The next thing I did was I used a Dear Midnight lip liner. This is Stella, and it's a lip liner, and I do not know what company manufactures this because I can't read it. It's so small. But maybe it's Dear Midnight. I don't know. That's looks to be the name of it. It's a real pretty pinkish color. And I didn't have a Laura Geller liner, so I used that, but I did have a Laura Geller lipstick. This here is the Jelly Bomb lipstick or whatever, and it's real pretty. I have that on, and I really like this color. It's very pretty, and it's a nice neutral color. And then she has a lip gloss to top it with. And I don't even know if I can read a color on here. Maybe it's on this side. It's Magic Mauve. And this is what it looks like. And it actually goes well over this. So I wore that. So no plumpers today. I stuck with Laura Geller. And this was the look I ended up with. I did have to use a few other products because I didn't have any. But that's my look today. So let me know. What do you think? Is it something you would like? Do you like that? Now, I know I've got them really thick up here because I've added and topped it and did all this stuff to show you. But the eye color look is just really pretty and natural looking. I like to use the lighter white eyeliners to pull out my eyes or make them pop just a little bit more. And I feel like I have that healthy glow. What do you think? Do you use Laura Geller products? Have you ever thought about using them? And would you even consider using a baked product? Because I want to tell you, when I first bought this, I wasn't too sure about it. but it made a believer out of me. So I wanted to share it with you guys. So if you've ever thought about it, you can see how it applies and how well it works. So that is my look today. Thank you for being with me. And since we're in October, we are going to be using different emojis. In October, you can use either a black cat or a pumpkin. And the pumpkin can be whatever color you can find. So if you can find a Halloween pumpkin or a pumpkin or a cat. And if you can't find a black cat, well, I guess a cat face. But it's going to be a cat emoji and a pumpkin emoji for Halloween and or for the month of October. We're in fall. So with that said, be sure and check my descriptions for any other giveaways that might be currently going on, and be sure and check my Mass Mondays for the gifting that I do of the Jubilee, so you'll know what's in the October Jubilees. And let me see, anything else? Can't think of anything else right now. I want to thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my Laura Geller kind of look and tutorial. I will have this in my makeup looks, but I'm showing it to you today separately because it is relatively long, and it's a good video to see how you can use Laura Geller and at any age. And of course I'm 65, so hey, you know, you can look young at any age and, you know, use the powdered foundations and not have it caked up all over you. So that's wonderful. But as for today and this Laura Geller look, that's all I have. And as usual, I wish you all a blessed and happy day. Bye-bye.